Headshot.
What's going on, everybody? LethalCrossFire is the name. Playing some Kill Confirmed, doing the Juggernaut with every gun show here with the ACR. And you read correctly, this is a fail video. I fail epically with the ACR Juggernaut. You will see how it happens. It's very sad, it's very depressing to me, and it's bullshit. Although it is my fault, but you'll see when it happens. Anyway, first and foremost, I want to wish everybody a late, very Merry Christmas. I was out of town. I didn't play any sort of video games. No, I didn't do no YouTube thing. No, nothing. I stayed away from all that for the past 4 days. Well, 5 days actually. I stayed away from all that and actually just, you know, enjoyed some family time and enjoyed the holidays. You know, Christmas is my favorite time of year. Holidays is my favorite time of year. I love the holiday season. I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know. I just love it. Like the smell of it outside and the colors outside. And man, I sound like a total hippie right now. But I don't know. Winter is just my favorite time of the year. I actually originated from Europe, so you know, really cold weather doesn't bother me. I actually prefer it. So when it gets really cold outside, it kind of takes me back home. It kind of reminds me of the good old days back in Europe. Unfortunately, here in Texas, it doesn't snow like it did in Europe, so I haven't had a white Christmas in a while. But nonetheless, you know, it's not the presents or the environment, it's the people that matter during the holidays. And you know, I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas just as I did, and I hope you got to spend it with your friends and family, and you got everything you wish for and more for Christmas. I know I got some pretty cool gifts. First off, thanks to my sister and her husband, they got me the Brian Cushing authentic NFL jersey, and I love it. I love it to death. Hopefully one day I'm gonna get it signed. Fingers crossed. And actually, a week before that, I treated myself to a present. I bought myself a Triton AX720 headset, and I didn't know what sound whoring was until I got the headset, but now I do, and I love it. The headset's amazing for the price it's worth. And here's my fail. I should have known better. What the fuck was I thinking? It falls straight in the goddamn fountain. What am I supposed to do? Jump in after it? Go swimming after it? It's not even there. As soon as I threw the smoke down, 2 seconds later, I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness, that Juggernaut package is gonna fall into the well. I know it. It's coming. It's gonna happen. But there was a small glimpse of hope for me where I was thinking, okay, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just hit the wall and it'll bounce back, and maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll still be able to somehow pick it up. And I sped that whole part up right there. I died twice and I only got 1 kill, whatever. I'm pretty sure you guys didn't want to see that. So I see there's a lot of time left in the game. We kind of dragged this game out a little bit. I tell my teammates, hey, don't pick up any dog tags. I'm going to try to do something cool. I didn't tell them what, because I didn't want them to be all like, oh, why should we? Blah, 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 blah. So I told them I'm going to do something really cool. Just don't pick up any dog tags. Let's try to drag this game out. They're like, okay, cool. So they kind of stop. They kind of slow down on picking up the dog tags later. You'll see this game gets dragged out all the way. I try to go for another Juggernaut. I get pretty close, actually, and then I get, you know, pooped on by a scrub. Anyway. Main topic we want to talk about today is, you know, holidays are over and holidays are over and all, and I know, you know, everybody, myself included, indulged in all the food and awesome desserts. I know I did, and I had to go to the dentist today. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do this commentary. I didn't even think I would be able to talk right now, but it turns out it wasn't as bad as I thought. And me personally, I have a long and terrible history with dentists and orthodontists and just doctors in general. Dentists I've never been a big fan of. Dentists have always scared the crap out of me. Everybody says that, but I feel like my fear kind of topples that. I feel like my fear of the dentist is probably a little bit exaggerated, because it all started when I was little. I was probably like 7 or 8 years old, maybe younger. And I had a cavity in the back of one of my teeth, and I don't know how, but somehow it wasn't my wisdom teeth, it was my molars. And what, okay, that body is just hanging there by an elbow. On my screen when I was playing, he was actually hanging from the roof, but you know, the way Theodore recorded it, the body was like on the ground, but it was still pretty funny looking. Anyway, I had these molars removed that weren't supposed to be removed. They were my permanent molars, and you know, I had the cavity, and I was crying, and I was telling the dentist, hey man, this shit hurts. And Well, his solution to the whole ordeal was to go ahead and pull the tooth. So he pulled it and it never grew back. Then I had a cavity on the other side and he pulled that one too. But you know, I'm not a dentist, so I don't know what teeth he's supposed to pull and what teeth he's not supposed to pull. He pulled 2 of my permanent molars that I was supposed to have still to this day, and I don't have those molars right now. I had a gap in there, and I say had because part 2 of why I'm so afraid of dentists comes into play here. From middle school, I want to say around 6th grade, I had braces for about 6 years, guys. Like 5-6 years I had braces, and it was probably the most traumatic and worst time of my life. I mean, I had so much crap done to me. I had so many different procedures and bands and just everything they could think of they've done to me when I had my braces. And it was the worst 6 years of my life. And you know, I guess part of my fear of dentists comes from that, because I don't want to go through that ever again. And something about, it's not so much a drill when they're drilling your tooth or when they're poking your tooth, that doesn't really bother me as much as the sounds of it does. Like just the overall sounds and the smell of like the tooth being, you know, drilled away. I don't know, it's something about it just like freaks me out. And then when I was at the dentist today, I was actually shaking, like my legs were just shaking, and I had to kind of calm myself down because I started to shake. So I don't know, I was just freaking out. And when I thought to myself, it wasn't the sound, it was more of like the cold water that was hitting me, like the sound of the drill and the cold water hitting my teeth and like in my mouth was freaking me out. And I just couldn't handle it. Like I was freaking out, and I don't know, it's just one of those fears that I'm probably never gonna get over. And I have to go back in 2 weeks, and then I have to go back again 2 weeks after that. So yippee for me. Gonna be spending some time with the dentist. This gameplay wraps up, guys. That's been it for today. Peace out. Don't get caught in my crossfire. See ya.
Outstanding.